Residents in Lucy, Hanover are fearful for their lives this evening following a gas leak at a service station in their area. Despite the intervention from the fire department, the residents argue that it's not enough as they're not convinced the situation is under control. Shamela Pullen reports.
It's like a recurring nightmare for residents in Lucy, Hanover, following yet another gas leak from the GV service station, which is located in the area. When TVJ News arrived at the scene late Tuesday, an entire area was covered in fuel. But after an assessment by the fire department and the National Environment and Planning Agency on Wednesday, the owners were given the clear to resume operations. These residents are incensed.
It's irritating at times because even in the house, you can smell it. Because the earth is so oversaturated, the gas has even seeped through and come under the building and coming up now out of the earth, as I can see it right there. So you basically have to say that there's gas everywhere under the house right now. Basically, if it's coming up through the earth on the other side of the building. So it's definitely not safe. Definitely not comfortable. Even sleeping at night, because as you know, to how it is right now, anything can happen. If somebody is smoking a cigarette and passing by and probably throw the butt at the wrong place right now, you never know what can happen.
Emilio Ebanks is the public relations officer at the Jamaica Fire Brigade. According to him, based on the information gathered, there was an overflow of diesel fuel. However, he says that type of fuel is not as dangerous as the other types.
They had a broken a broken pipe which leads from the holding tank to the pump. That situation was remedied, but the recent heavy rains, they are suspecting, would have caused some of the fuel that was the residual fuel to have run up, come to the surface, and spilled over onto the roadway. So the brigade was called in, and we used some sawdust to mop up the situation, bring the surface back to the way it was.
But the residents are not convinced enough is being done to properly address the situation, as they claim it is not the first time this is happening.
This is probably the second time it's happening. A report was made initially, so it should have been fixed. So I'm not sure why the issue is still happening.
Mr. Ebanks says a warning has been issued to the operator of GV service station. Shamela Pullen, TVJ News.
Now, we contacted the operators of a GV service station for this story, but they declined to comment.